Alright, so I think yesterday I mentioned that because number 3 here was the easier one, you might want to start with that and just get kind of warmed up and locked into that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up picking. So you can start with that and then go into like number 1 and then number 2. These are probably going to be fairly equal in terms of difficulty. I guess if any one is more difficult, I guess it's just because are you more used to using your ring finger or your middle finger. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to do a few speed demos. So remember, we've got to keep tapping the foot as you go. So you're going to start at 60 beats a minute. You play the exercise correctly one time, and then you increase it by 5. Anytime you catch yourself making a mistake, stop, start over. So you'll be starting with a downstroke. Basically, you're locking in downstrokes on the downbeat, upstrokes on the upbeat. So every time that metronome clicks, you're doing a downstroke. Click, 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 click. And then if you get to 240 before next week, if you can send me a video of you doing that, just so we can make extra sure things are being done correct, that would be great. And then I can give you like the next step in this. So yeah, 240 is the minimum speed goal to get to. You don't have to get to it right away. It's just the thing to work on. And then next week I'll be asking you to demonstrate stuff if you're unable to send videos of demonstrations beforehand. So 60 beats a minute. Start with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to go up by 5s because that'd take too long for the video. I'm going to jump up to 120 now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go to 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the goal speed 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the one labeled number 1. I'm going to do the same speeds. 60, 120, 160, 200, and 240. Remember, that's just for the demonstration in the video here. Still want you to go up by 60, 65, 70, 75, and so on. And always start every practice session going back down to 60. So let's say you get to 200 one day. You don't want to start at 100 the next day, or 120 or anything like that. Always start back down at 60. All these repetitions of slowly building it up is just going to continue to drill in really good solid technique, increase your muscle memory, whatnot for these sorts of things, and help get that control over what you're doing with your right hand. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you did mention you feel you're going to be needing to watch your right hand. It's definitely a good idea. Watch it like a hawk. Make sure it is doing what it's supposed to do. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up the whole time. And quick reminder, so yeah, you're after you do this downstroke here, you got to do another downstroke there. Remember, we are syncing up down beats with the downstroke and up beats with the upstroke. So that's why you're going to do a down here and another down here. You're not going to go down and then up because we have that quarter note here. So I'm giving you a chance to just stop for a little moment before you change strings to make sure things are going okay. So basically, you're going to start the first bar with a downstroke, you're going to start the second bar with a downstroke, and the final note is also going to be a downstroke. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then working on the scales. So remember, you want to be able to go up and down each scale as you add one at a time. So you can already do this guy. Then you add in your Dorian. Make sure you can do that before you go on to the Phrygian. And yes, you want to be able to do the Lydian as well, starting on that F note. And ending on the F note. And make sure you also, work on the open string version of both the Phrygian and Lydian as well. And then practicing the backing tracks, maybe spend like a minute, or you can do the entire track, but as you add more and more shapes to what you're working on, maybe spending a minute in one scale shape before moving on to the next. So for right now, instead of trying to combine scale shapes, focus on one at a time. So spend like a minute practicing in C Ionian, spend another minute working in D Dorian, and find a backing track that you like. So yeah, just put in A minor backing tracks and see what you come across. The one we did, I had you do yesterday, it's like A minor slow blues backing track, something like that. Something to keep in mind though, not all blues backing tracks are going to work because blues tracks, or blues chord progressions don't always follow a key specifically. So like if you did like key of C blues track, there's a good chance they're going to be using like a lot of dominant chords that don't occur naturally in a major key, so playing the scale shapes over that wouldn't work. Just a regular C major scale or regular key of C backing track would be fine, but a blues based one, probably not. But then again, probably going to be sticking with the more minor based stuff anyway. So yeah, like A minor backing tracks, even E Phrygian backing tracks, you might like the sound of those. But take your time learning the shapes, one at a time. No rush on that. No need to have all of them down by next week. If you have 2 or 3 down, that's fine. But if you have any questions that come up before next time, let me know. I will see you again Sunday.